Hi guys, so my quote is, "If you dream it, you can do it," by Walt Disney. I agree with this quote. I follow this quote most of my life. It's been something that I mainly focus on, is achieving what you want to dream. So my three topics are my volleyball career, school, and a car I'm building. So for volleyball, it was never a sport I kind of grew into. I was always a Latino family, so we always played soccer. So having the opportunity to try a different sport and loving it, it provided me with more options, more stability in my future. So during high school, it was always a goal when you're an athletic person to win CIF. So during my senior year, we were able to win it. It was an emotional year because no one thought we were a D5 school, like nobody's school. No one thought that we were going to win it. And with us winning CIF, it provided me that extra step in the door to go to college, come play here, which was always been a dream. We always wanted to play in college. And that kind of motivated me into pursuing more stuff, get outside of my comfort zone, be more talkative, become more myself. And my second point is for school. I've always struggled with school. I've always been one of those students that sat in the back, always quiet, didn't do nothing. And my parents kind of saw that, and they kind of pushed me forward into being more talkative, giving more questions, being with the classroom, being more extroverted, which kind of helped. I'm still struggling with that a little, but every day I try to push myself more and more to talk to new people, to get to know more persons, move around, and just be more vocal. And my last is car build. Since I was little, I was always fascinated with cars, especially muscle cars. And my uncle got his Camaro. When I was little, I was like maybe like 14. No, not 14. Maybe 6-ish. And when I saw it, that was like the best thing in the world. Like it blew my mind. I was like, I want that car. And he took me to car shows and car events. And just being able to be a little 6-year driving in a muscle car that wasn't that fast, but to you, it's like the quickest thing on earth. It kind of provided me the entrance to like be more passionate about cars. Every time I hear a car pass by, I'm looking. And my dream car was to build a Mustang. Doesn't matter what year, just a Mustang. That's always been a dream of mine. And I'm very fortunate to have my dad help me and provide some of the funds for me to purchase a car and start building it. It's just a lot of things that was heartwarming for me because my parents are really not into cars, not the way I'm into it. So for them to give me the stability to push myself to, here you go, here's a car, do whatever you want, kind of achieved a goal on my bucket list, which provided me some happiness in our family, especially for me. And in conclusion, I agree with the quote. I agree that you should always dream, make that a goal, make that something you're able to achieve, make it a reality. Don't just leave it in the past saying, oh, it could happen, that's not a possibility. Dream, go put your hard work, make that extra effort to make your dream a reality.
No, you keep that. That's your souvenir for the day. All right, the two most negative things I have to say are the two things that I wrote down first, and then after that I thought you did a really good job. So the first negative thing is, I know the hat fits with your theme, but you should take off your hat. And the second is that you should have an attention device instead of just using the quote. Other than those things, which was kind of a tough start for the speech, I thought you did a very nice job. You told us what your point of view was on the quote. You previewed what you were going to talk about. There's a structure when you're talking about it. Maybe you could use a little bit more detail on the second point, but your first and your third points had some nice detail on it. And the presentation, I think, is really solid with maybe a little bit of a reservation. You have a tendency to stand upright in this one spot the whole time. You look a little uptight. You could relax a little bit, but your gestures were very good. Your facial expressions were vivid and involved. You seemed engaged in what you were talking about and trying to relate to the audience, even at this early time in the morning. I appreciate you making that effort. And I thought your voice was loud and clear and very fluent. Like I said, you did a good job developing content as well. So good job.
There you go. All right.